May we request everyone to please rise for our national anthem. His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Ratu Wiliame Katonivere, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests from over a dozen countries around the world seated here today, and every person who is watching us live from over 30 countries, a very good morning to you all and welcome to Sai Prema Ashram, a center for human development, love and service here in Fiji. On behalf of the trustees, executive committee, and members of the Sai Prema Foundation, we would like to extend a warm welcome to His Excellency, the President of Fiji, for gracing us with his presence this morning. It is an honor to have you here, sir, for this momentous occasion, the official inauguration of Sai Prema Ashram, Center for Human Development, Love and Service. Our love and gratitude to our beloved Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, who is leading the mission of spirituality and service by furthering the cause of Sri Satya Sai Baba, a world-renowned spiritualist, humanitarian, and philanthropist. In the last 10 years, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has initiated and executed various humanitarian service projects across 30 countries, apart from several institutions of public service, all rendering services completely free of charges to the needy. Just a few days ago, we witnessed the inauguration of South Pacific's first Children's Heart Hospital, which was initiated and established under his guidance. The heart surgeries commenced on Saturday, 30th April, and as of today, 10 surgeries have been successfully completed on our children with congenital heart disease. And as we speak, the 11th surgery is in progress. We would also like to welcome Mr. C. Srinivas, Chairman of the Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals globally, who is here with us today. Mr. C. Srinivas is a dynamic social worker in healthcare and human development. For over 40 years, he has been instrumental in setting up and managing super specialty hospitals in India. He superheads the Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani hospitals globally. We would also like to welcome Ms. Bhuvana Santhanam, CEO of Global Outreach, Sai Global Federation of Foundations, who is here with us today. After spending close to 2 decades between Dubai, Boston, and London, she quit her corporate career and followed the calling of her heart to serve the children of the world. She returned to India to join this beautiful mission of love and service. The Sai Global Federation of Foundations brings together an international community of organizations which share the common goal of alleviating human suffering promoting environmental responsibility, and creating new opportunities for those in need. And we have seated here in our midst Federation members from USA, UK, Netherlands, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, India, and Sri Lanka. And today, Fiji will join this international group of men and women who walk on the path of selfless love and service, as propounded by their master, Sri Satya Sai Baba, and Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai. May we have a short video which will quickly give us all a glimpse of the various activities which are being carried out across the world. May we now invite Ms. Bhuvana to address all of us.
Your Excellency, President of Fiji, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. A very good morning to everyone, and indeed I'm extremely delighted to be here, to be part of this wonderful event this morning, and to officially embrace the Sai Prema Foundation Fiji into the Sai Global Federation of Foundations, which is spread across 30 countries. What we saw in the video just now are but glimpses of solace and succor, which is given out, which is embraced to so many needy individuals through ashrams or centers of human development, as they are called, through hospitals, through many social care initiatives around the world. And all of this is being done by like-minded individuals like you and me, where everyone keeps others before themselves. And this is how this mission of love and service is expanding every single day. So it is a humble effort to bridge this ever-expanding gulf of the haves and the have-nots. And this is the purpose of why we, as the Sai Global Federation of Foundations, exist in the world today. We all want to see a world which is embraced in love. And we all want to see a world where we are one global family. And today, the Fiji chapter is yet another testimony to this love and service. On one hand, we've all seen the inauguration of this beautiful children's hospital, the first ever unique children's hospital in this region. So beautiful, so well made, which is on service. And on the other side, from a spirituality perspective, we have this very beautiful edifice by the ocean. So the motto of the Sai Global Federation of Foundations is service on one side and spirituality on the other. And how is it that we operate? We operate through three key pillars. The first being our inspiration, Sri Satya Sai Baba, who's with us at all times. And he left this timeless message of love all, serve all, as we see at the back of this beautiful hall. And today, this mission of love and service is being continued and led by his disciple, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. Secondly, all of these services, initiatives across the 30 countries are being rendered absolutely free of any cost. And this is truly a miracle. Every single day, so many initiatives are being initiated. Everyone is taken into our embrace of love. And this is what has worked every single day. And how has all of this been possible? And this has only been possible because of selfless sacrifice. Sacrifice of all the individuals. And this center, like any other human development center, will enrich every single soul walking through the doors, will enlighten every single soul walking through these doors, and enable every single soul walking through these doors. And this is what is happening every single day. Albert Einstein said, live every moment as though nothing is a miracle, or live every moment as everything is a miracle. And what we see every moment is nothing but a miracle of love across all of these countries. And once again, I take this opportunity on behalf of all the members of the Sai Global Federation of Foundations who are present here from so many countries to officially embrace and invite the Sai Prema Foundation Fiji into our global family. Thank you very much.
May we now invite Ms. Bhuvana Santhanam to officially hand over the certificate to Sai Prema Foundation Fiji, which will officially embrace the foundation into the global family of the Sai Global Federation of Foundations, and we call upon Mr. Sumit Tapu, Director of SPF, to accept the same. Mr. Mahendra Tapu, Chairman and Founding Trustee of Sai Prema Foundation Fiji, is a member of the Order of Fiji and a recipient of Fiji's 50th Anniversary of Independence Presidential Award, which was an honor bestowed to him in recognition of his outstanding service to Fiji. We would like to invite Mr. Mahendra Tapu to deliver his remarks this morning.
His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Ratu, Wiliame, Katonivere, Head of the Global Mission of Love and Service, Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, Chairman of Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals globally, Mr. Sri C. Srinivas, CEO of the Global Federation of Foundations, Ms. Bhuvana Santhanam, trustees and heads of Sai Prema Foundation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my heartfelt greetings to you all. Your Excellency, it is indeed heartwarming to have you present here today on this momentous occasion. Your presence shows your commitment towards nation building, not from an economic standpoint, but more importantly from the standpoint of spiritual progress and societal advancement. Though we are a small island nation, Fiji plays a very important role, not only regionally as a big brother to our fellow Pacific island nations, but globally to champion the fight for climate change and oceans policy. Your Excellency, the world admires your work in these two areas, and we salute you for your perseverance in bringing about a change upon these fronts. As our nation grows in stature, it becomes paramount that we continue to uphold its strong spiritual values which governs our society today. The development of this multi-faith Center for Love and Peace and Center for Human Development is a humble effort towards further strengthening the bonds that exist among the people of our nation. The words and teachings of our inspirational master, Sri Sathya Sai Baba, is at the very core of our foundation's principles and values. He says, if there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nations. When there is order in the nations, there will be peace in the world. To add to that, we have had the immense privilege, Your Excellency, the immense privilege, honor and blessings to be directly guided, counseled and motivated by none other than our revered Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, who is inspired and continues to inspire us through this journey of selfless love and service to the poor and underprivileged in Fiji. In keeping with those principles, each and every person who is a part of our foundation is focused not upon earning any personal glory, name or fame, but sharing a common goal of creating goodness in the world, making a difference and inspiring change. Sai Prema Foundation has only been in existence for just over 5 years. And it is moments such as today that makes us realize that when we come together to unite for the common good for all, nothing is impossible. For a young foundation to make such a significant impact upon the lives of people in Fiji can only be due to the grace of the divine. Sai Prema Foundation's existence, as mentioned earlier by Bhuvana, is primarily based on two primary facets: service and spirituality. All that the foundation does is based upon these principles of unconditionally loving all and serving those in need. This is what the world needs today. Our dear Sadguru teaches us that all spirituality must express itself as service. And this is the biggest lesson we have learned, which Sadguru Madhusudan Sai always reminds us. Love without action is useless, and action without love is dangerous, harmful. So it is time for love with service, service with love. Both are two sides of the same coin. Likewise, this life is a coin. Its value comes when both the sides are in place. Love on one side and service on the other side. When these two sides are together, our life gets its due value. Your Excellency, the idea of this ashram or Center for Human Development is that more people can come and learn about this important aspect of life. This place is for theory in terms of imbibing spirituality and values. And initiatives like the hospitals that we have built and other service activities becomes the practicals. What we learn is put into action. The director of the foundation will add light to the service activities which are undertaken by Sai Prema Foundation. As human beings, when we understand this aspect, to love and serve everyone unconditionally, then human development happens. And this will lead to national unity, as then we begin to embrace everyone without any distinctions. And most certainly this will be the impetus for our nation to progress towards love and peace. This center, Your Excellency, through its activities aims to unite our different races and diverse cultures, which is so important for national unity and human development to further progress our nation towards love and peace. Your Excellency, the Foundation will continue to strive and work hand in hand with the government of the day to support and complement its initiatives in delivering free health care and social care and foster national unity and human development. I humbly invite all of you who have the same desire to serve to join our efforts and help us work towards that common good. Let us pray, let us try to make a difference. Let us all do all that we can to inspire change. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, let us be the change that we wish to see in the world. On behalf of the children of Fiji and on behalf of all those who have been the recipients of our foundation's love and service over the years, we express our deepest heartfelt gratitude to our revered Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, to the Sai Global Federation of Foundations, and to all those individuals, families and organizations from around the world seated here today, and to all those who have not been able to be here today but are here in love and spirit, who have supported and continue to support our humanitarian cause in Fiji. Our sincere gratitude to you all. Our sincere gratitude to our honored chief guest, His Excellency the President of Fiji, for taking his valuable time out to honor us with his presence and to inaugurate this project. May God bless Fiji. Thank you.
A son of this soil and internationally renowned singer, Mr. Sumit Tapu, passionately leads the mission of love and service here in Fiji. He is a philanthropist assisting charitable, social, spiritual, and non-profit organizations internationally through his music concerts. As the director of Sai Prema Foundation Fiji, Sumit is leading a noble mission to serve the underprivileged and needy people of Fiji through Medicare, Educare, and Sociocare initiatives. He spearheaded the projects to build the state-of-the-art Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital Fiji from start to finish, as well as this Sai Prema Ashram Center for Human Development, Love and Service. We would now like to invite Mr. Sumit Tapu to address us all.
The President of Fiji, His Excellency Ratu, Wiliame, Katonivere, our very dear Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, distinguished guests from over a dozen countries, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, Your Excellency, heartfelt gratitude to you for accepting our invitation to inaugurate this edifice of love. A very unique development and the very first of its kind in the entire South Pacific region. The ability for our nation to have a multi-faith center for love and peace and a center for human development is a testament to the progressive and forward-thinking nature of a society, which is willing to embrace higher thinking and embrace the philosophy of oneness and unity into the higher realms of being, beyond race, religion, culture, caste, and creed. On behalf of Sai Prema Foundation, I officially convey our gratitude to the Sai Global Federation of Foundations for giving us the opportunity to be a part of this global mission of spirituality, love, and service. As stated by our chairman, we're inspired by the teachings of Sri Satya Sai Baba, and under the direct guidance of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Sai Prema Foundation has played a humble role in our beloved nation. Your Excellency, Sadguru's global vision and mission of love and peace is deeply awe-inspiring. His projects in the field of education, as you've seen in the video, in healthcare, nutrition care, are absolutely amazing, and it spans across 5 continents and 30 countries, and millions have been recipients and will continue to be recipients of free education, free healthcare, and free nutritional care. As we look from the stage, as Bhuvana mentioned earlier on, love all, serve all is imprinted in big bold letters at the back of the auditorium. And these, like the chairman has said, form the very core of our foundation's principles. The mission is twofold: service and spirituality. And service and spirituality must express itself in service. The theoretical knowledge and inspiration imbibed through the center of human development is expressed through serving the underprivileged and needy. That is what the Sai Prema Foundation is all about. Existing in the spirit of sharing, in the spirit of caring, in the spirit of serving. In the 5 years, Your Excellency, the foundation has made an impact and made a humble effort towards making a difference to our brothers and sisters all over the nation. Over 1.3 million meals have been served to families across our nation through the provision of monthly grocery packs. Our distribution teams span across Vitilevu, Vanuatu, including your Madhusudan province, and spreading to our maritime region as well. Even as far as the Lao group, we were part of the United Nations mission, which took these buckets of love to the far-reaching islands in the Lao group, where hundreds of families were served after the devastating effects of Cyclone Ana and Cyclone Yasa. So over 25,000 people have been given totally free health care through the Foundation's multitude programs. These include the free general and specialist care at the Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani Medical Center, and also through the Foundation's rural outreach programs, where approximately 100 doctors and volunteers make their way across the rural villages of Fiji. And it is such an amazing program because the smiles and the innocence that we see in our rural population, it makes it so worthwhile when they are recipients of these free healthcare programs. And the involvement of so many doctors from across the nation is in itself inspiring. The want to do goodness in this nation is out there, and to tap it is a wonderful opportunity for all. These healthcare initiatives, Your Excellency, also includes the 3,000 children who have been given free heart screening at the Heart Screening Center and through the rural heart screening programs. Our weekly blood drives have also become the nation's most important blood collection program. But above all, as been mentioned earlier, just a few days back, the Honorable Prime Minister of Fiji inaugurated the Sri Satyasai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital. Up until the 26th of April, ladies and gentlemen, there were no pediatric cardiac services available anywhere in Fiji or the Pacific. And families were unable to afford to go overseas. In order to save the children of our region, the Sri Satyasai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital was conceived. In a short span of time, a short time frame, a state-of-the-art hospital was made ready. And its vision is to emerge and be the most important pediatric care center for the whole of Fiji and the South Pacific Island nations. This is the largest project ever undertaken by a non-government organization in the history of our nation. It encompasses cutting-edge technology, state-of-the-art infrastructure, with a culture of innovation and ensuring commitment to its excellence, with a goal to deliver compassionate health care. As has been reported, today the incredible team of surgeons began operating on the 11th child. And just before the program, I did get a report that the 10 children who are in hospital are doing very well. Actually, 3 have been discharged already. So it shows you how incredible that is. But the hospital is not just for Fiji, by Fiji. It is a global collective effort for the people of Fiji and the Pacific by many individuals from all over the world in that spirit of that one global family. And we are so grateful to individuals and families from all over the world who have supported this initiative. From Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, USA, UK, Holland, Italy, Japan. They've all come together, sir, with no direct links to Fiji, with only that one focus: to serve and make a difference, the children of our nation and our region. When the hospital was inaugurated, it opened with a 3-pronged approach and a 5-point vision. The 3-pronged approach was preventative medicine, predictive medicine, and precision medicine. And so the 5-point vision of the hospital is, 1, to serve the children of Fiji and the Pacific with compassionate health care, absolutely free of cost. There is no billing counter, and there will never be a billing counter. So the second vision is to ultimately have our own Fijian team of surgeons, doctors, and professionals to be permanently based at the hospital. And Fiji is truly blessed to have been given this incredible boon by the Sri Satyasai Sanjeevani hospitals in India, who will grant scholarships to train all personnel needed at the hospital, from the surgeons right down to every single nurse, any medical professionals, completely free of cost. This is an incredible gesture to upskill our nation. The third vision is to embark upon a program to prevent congenital issues through early detection and initiatives and screenings, beginning with pregnant mothers, as well as undertaking other preventative healthcare programs focusing on NCDs. The fourth, sir, is to implement genetic study and research as part of this hospital to ascertain the reasons for the alarmingly high rates of congenital heart disease in the region. And finally, to roll out the provision of a multitude of other specialties and services by engaging leading professionals, healthcare professionals from all over the world. Your Excellency, revered Sadguru, we are all absolutely delighted that this unique multi-faith center of love and peace and the center of human development was inaugurated by your hands. And we pray that this will blossom into a spiritual lighthouse for men, women, children, from not only here, the entire region and all over the world, who will take inspiration from this and become exemplary citizens and servants of our nation, of our region, and the entire world. May God bless you all. May God bless Fiji. And may God bless the entire world. Thank you.
May we now request our dear Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, to deliver his message on this momentous occasion.
Your Excellency, the President of Fiji, the members of Sai Prema Foundation, head of Satyasai Sanjeevani Global Chain of Heart Hospitals, Sri Srinivasji, and fellow devotees, members and followers of this mission of love and service founded by Bhagavan Sri Satyasai Baba from all over the world. A very good morning and most welcome to this new edifice of love and service, the Center for Human Development at this place in Fiji Islands. An Indian saying goes, Paropakarartham idam shariram. It means this human body has been given to do good to others. We might think of a human birth as something that could be used for so many purposes: to grow up, study, get a job, get a family, make money, buy assets, retire in peace, and hopefully be remembered after we are gone. But our scriptures say, our people from the ancient times said, all that is good, but that's not the primary purpose of a human birth. As humans, it's not an option to do good, but it's an obligation to do good to others. Doing good is our very nature. That is how we have been created in the image of God, who is good. And I teach the school children, in every good there is God. Literally, G-O-O-D, good, G-O-D, God. So when we do good, we get closer to God. And what is God? He's not a being sitting high up in heaven, pronouncing judgments on what we do in this world, giving us rewards and punishments. That's not his job. He is simply love and compassion. And anyone who expresses love and compassion for the fellow beings is like God. The whole mission is all about helping humans develop into God-like beings. So when we say Human Development Center, what does that really mean? Matter developed into plants, plants developed into animals, animals developed into humans, and humans must develop into gods. What I mean by developing into God is God-like humans. When we serve, we sacrifice just the way God does, good to everyone, we develop into divine. And when we don't, we are selfish, self-centered, then we devolve into demons. So it's up to us whether we grow into gods or devolve into lesser beings. And this center is all set to inspire humans to develop God-like qualities, which is to love, which is to serve without any conditions, without any selfishness. And when every one of us follows these simple principles of how we should lead our human life, which is simply to do good to everyone, the societies will become better, nations will become better, the world will become better, and our future generations will have a better world than what we have inherited from our forefathers. That is our bounden duty, to leave behind a better world, a world where everyone does good to others. If you are educated, it's your bounden duty to help somebody get an education. If you are healthy, it's your bounden duty to help somebody become healthy. If you have a roof over your head, it's your duty to ensure some homeless also gets a home. If you are clothed, it's your duty to ensure that somebody else is also clothed. If you have anything more than that you require, it is your obligation of love to share it with those who have less. God does not give us more to enjoy our lives better. He simply blesses us with more because He trusts us that we would share it with those who are more needy than us. Our health, our knowledge, our skills, our wealth, our abilities, all these are nothing but God's blessings so that we can use it to serve those who are in need. And that's the primary purpose of being born as humans. Nature does good all the time. The rivers don't drink their milk, their water. Cows don't drink their milk themselves. Trees don't eat their fruits themselves. And so also as humans, we are not supposed to do things only for ourselves. This is an old Indian saying. And that is why we are here, to learn from each other how to keep doing good. And in that good, we must find God. And God is simply love and compassion. And no love is true love unless it expresses itself as service to the fellow being. I can't just tell you I love you and do nothing about your problems and miseries. That love is no love at all. That's falsehood. And so when we say love all, it naturally translates into serve all. For no service can exist without love, and love cannot exist without service. It's but natural to serve when you love. So we love the people of Fiji, we love the children of Fiji, we love the children of the world, and that's why another initiative here of a heart hospital. And I'm so glad that so many children are getting benefited, even as we have spent a few days over here since inauguration. So many children today, the 11th child is also discharged. And mind you, these are not easy surgeries. I was told that some of the surgeries were surprises. After opening the chest, they realized there is more to the problem than what they had imagined. But we have such good set of surgeons, and they are a team who have come from around the world to help the people in Fiji. And why should we do that? What have we got to do with the children in Fiji, and how does it matter if something happens to them? We are in some other country, happy and comfortable. But let us remember that we are a part of the same global family. And our one father, one mother, that God who sits there, He watches us as to what we do to each other, how we behave with each other. And in the final judgment, when we have to go and face Him, He would not ask us how much money you made, how many stocks you have, how many bungalows you have, how many cars you purchased, how many children and grandchildren you have, and how many positions you held. He's just going to ask us one single question. How many people did you love and serve? And we must have an answer to give. We can't draw a blank. And therefore these centers across the world, because hunger is same, sickness is same, misery is same, poverty is same, homelessness is same, every pain is same. As humans we experience it in the same way, whichever country we belong to. And therefore in this pain and misery we become one. So also we become one in joy and celebrations. Let's work together as a team, inspired by these great values of love and service. Service, as I say, is the expression of love, is the expression of all spirituality that you can talk about. And let us work towards making this world a better place to live in by doing one good deed at a time. I'm sure Sai Prema Foundation, which has already achieved a lot in a short span of 5 years under their able and noble leadership, is going to achieve much more in the coming years. And we all, as a family of like-minded individuals, or rather say like-hearted individuals, are here with you to support you to make Fiji a better nation, to secure better future for the children and the citizens of Fiji as a part of that one global family to which we all belong. I want to assure the President and through him the entire country of Fiji and the Pacific Islands that we as a group of good people would do everything in our might to ensure that every Fijian gets his rightful basic necessities. As far as it lies in us, we will work for it every day and every single night. May God bless Fiji, as the song said. May God bless Pacific, South Pacific. May God bless the whole world forevermore. With these prayers to the Almighty, invoking the blessings and good wishes of all the members of the foundations from around the world and wishing them very well, may I conclude and once again convey our collective gratitude to our chief guest, the President of Fiji, for being here, taking out his time to celebrate this occasion with all of us. We as a global family convey a collective gratitude to you. Thank you very much.
His Excellency, the President of Fiji, is the 6th President of the Republic of Fiji, and upon assuming office, His Excellency is also the patron of numerous organizations in the sports and services sectors. Notably, His Excellency is one of Fiji's fiercest defenders of the ocean and is at the forefront of the effort to combat and adapt to climate change and the protection of our ocean and environment. He passionately champions the protection of ocean ecosystems, promoting healthy reefs, mangroves, wetlands, marine eco-life, and the safeguarding of water sources and forests. As the Tui Madhuwata, His Excellency remains dedicated to ensuring that peace and harmony reigns over his people through his vision, loyalty, exemplary leadership, and most importantly, in upholding the standards of his forefathers. On behalf of everyone, we have much pleasure in inviting His Excellency, the President of Fiji, to kindly deliver his remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the President of Fiji.
I remember my dad used to tell me, before you make a decision, you have to think, feel, and then you do it. The head of the Global Humanitarian Mission of Love and Service, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, the founding trustee and chairman of the Sai Prema Foundation Fiji, Mr. Pahendra Tapu, dignitaries and international guests from the Sai Global Federation of Foundation of Trustees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambula Binaka, and a good day to you all. It is with great pleasure and honor to officially open the Sai Prema Ashram that shall serve as a center for human development, love, and service. Kindly allow me to welcome to our beloved Fiji on behalf of all Fijians, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. We appreciate deeply, Sadguru, all that you have done for and in Fiji by the Sai Prema Foundation Fiji through your global foundation. The Sai Prema Foundation's reputation precedes it, given the numerous community services contribution to the poor, the underprivileged, and the needy people of Fiji through Medicare, Educare, and social care initiatives since its official launch in 2016. These past contributions have earned the Foundation a great recognition as leading non-governmental organization in Fiji. The Foundation's investment is a testament, particularly in the establishment of the Shri Satya Sai Vani Children's Hospital, a world-class hospital specializing in the treatment of congenital heart disease in children. Last week, the Honorable Prime Minister officially opened the hospital, and 3 days later, life-saving heart surgeries commenced on Fijian children with CHD by a leading team of international heart surgeons and medical professionals from the United States of America and Australia. Today, these life-saving surgeries continue, and I'm confident that they are given renewed hope and great joy to the parents and families of these children, most importantly to all Fijians. The outstanding community service projects that the Foundation is involved in is amplified even more so with founding principle that dictates that all services by the Foundation is free of charge. pursuant to the guiding principles of the founder, Shri Satya Sai Baba, of love all and serve all. Today, we have gathered to celebrate another milestone achievement by the foundation, that is the establishment of this beautiful monumental center for love and service and human development. This remarkable center stands impressively by the ocean here in the famous Pacific Harbor region. You would at least expect an establishment such as this one in a relatively remote area, some 7 kilometers inland from Suva-Singatoka Highway. Its secluded location is rather ideal setting for the intended purposes for such a center of human development and community service. The seclusion, with a backdrop of calm seas and waters by the beach, peaceful surroundings, is the ideal environment for an ashram on religious retreat. I have been well informed by the Center of Human Development is part of the global mission of service to mankind, and such a center is also present in 12 countries across the world, including India, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, Sri Lanka, Italy, Turkey, the United States of America, Argentina, Nigeria, Laos, and now in Fiji. These centers, under the umbrella of the Sai Global Federation of Foundations, which is a non-religious, non-denominational, non-political group promoting harmony by serving humanity. These foundations bring together an international community of organizations which share the common goal of alleviating human suffering, promoting environmental responsibility, and creating new opportunities for those in need. The Centers for Human Development transcend the global barriers of gender, caste, creed, ethnicity, nationality, and color. I'm told that amongst a multitude of service activities that this center shall undertake, it will also, not in the too distant future, carry out human value classes that shall be conducted by international experts in the field to be facilitated by the foundation. I understand that a number of leading institutions have already signed up memorandum of MOAs with the Sai Prema Foundation to take advantage of the opportunity to have their staff undertake human value classes in this center. I strongly believe that this center is greatly a necessity at such a time when there are ever-changing complexities on the global, regional, and national platforms like the global pandemic, among other socio-economic matters that have begun to overwhelm our people. I encourage all Fijians then to wholeheartedly participate and support the cause of a holistic human development. On behalf of the government and the people of Fiji, I convey my heartfelt gratitude to Sadguru, the Sai Prema Foundation Board, management, trustees, members, and to all those in Fiji and from around the world who support this incredible mission of love and service in Fiji. And I wish the Center for Human Development and the Sai Prema Foundation Fiji every success. May the Almighty bless us all. Nakapakalim.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your enlightening words, which will be etched in our hearts. The Sai Prema Foundation Fiji would like to extend our love and gratitude to you, sir. We will now have cake cutting to celebrate this event.